Hello, Mr. T here. In this session, the piece I would like to talk about is Puppet Dance by Philip Sparke from the book Shining Brass, Volume 1. I've chosen this piece as it is set for Grade 1, List C. If you choose to play this piece for your grade, here are some ideas on how you could improve your marks. Firstly, let me play the melody. Yes, I agree. Not very interesting, not very musical. So how can I make it more interesting and more musical? The points I will cover are tempo, dynamics, articulation, and musicianship. Firstly, tempo. Two things to notice about tempo. Firstly, the speed at the beginning, and then look through the piece to see if the speed changes. At the beginning, you can see it says crotchet equals 112. What this means is the speed should be fast enough to play 112 crotchets a minute. And the best way to understand this is by using a metronome. If you don't have one, play it at a moderate speed, like this. And so on. Secondly, have a look through the piece to see if the tempo changes. And as you look through, you will see that unusually the tempo doesn't change. It's at the same speed all the way through. Now let's add dynamics to tempo. And as you look through the piece, you will see that there are lots of dynamics to notice. At the beginning, it says MP, mezzo piano, medium soft. Bar 7 has a crescendo, getting louder into bar 8, forte, loud. Bar 9, MP, once again. Bars 13 and 14 have a crescendo to forte in bar 15. Bar 19 has a diminuendo, getting softer into bar 20, which is MP again. Bar 23 has a crescendo to forte in bar 24. Bar 25 is MP. Bar 27 has a crescendo to forte in bar 28. Immediately followed by long diminuendo, getting softer over bars 28, 29 and 30 to piano, soft. And the last two notes are forte. I'm going to play from bar 25 to the end. And you can hear the dynamic difference. Now for articulation, the tonguing and slurring. Have a look through the piece and you will see that, just as with dynamics, there's a lot to notice. There are dots, staccato markings under many of the notes throughout the piece. Staccato means short and sharp. There are small lines, tenuto markings under some of the notes. Look in bars 13, 24, 27 and 29. Tenuto means give the note its full length. There are some curved lines, slurs, joining some of the notes in many of the bars. Here you tongue the first note, but the others that are within the curve, the slur, you will play without tonguing, making them as smooth as you can. The last two notes have little hats on. These are accents, and you will have to play these a little stronger and give them a little bit more of an accent. I'm going to play from bar 25 to the end and will show both dynamics and articulation. Lastly, now that we have dynamics, tempo and articulation, the technical bits, it's time to think about musicianship. And what this means is thinking about what story is the music wanting you to tell through your playing. There is not a lot to use here other than the title, Puppet Dance. What does that make you think of? Of course, puppets dancing. But now ask yourself, how do they move and dance? Unlike people, puppets are made to move by a person pulling the strings, and that makes me think of the puppet's movements being quite jerky. Also, that fits in well with the jerky rhythms that you can see in bars 2 and 5 and lots of other times. I shall play the second line so that you can hear this jerky rhythm, this syncopated rhythm. Now the 4 points, tempo, dynamics, articulation and musicianship have been covered. I will end by playing through the piece thinking about all of these ideas, and you will be able to compare it with the first playthrough and see the difference.